Welcome to Dynamic Study. So today we are dealing with SWOT analysis of class 12. So before getting into the topic SWOT analysis, let me give you a brief idea about what is strategy formulation. So strategy formulation, it means the formulation of strategy. It involves analyzing the environment in which the organization operates, then making a series of strategic decisions about how the organization will compete. Okay, so strategy formulation means it mainly involve in analyzing the environment, that is understanding and analyzing and learning the environment in which the organization operates. And once they analyze and understand the environment, they make a series of decisions, that is they make a series of strategic decisions about how the organization can compete. Okay, so the strategy formulation includes developing a vision and mission, identifying an organization's external opportunities and threats, determining internal strengths and weaknesses, establishing long-term objectives, generating alternative strategies, and choosing particular strategy to pursue. Okay, so with the formulation of strategy, it mainly include developing vision and mission, that is very necessary for an organization to attain their long-term objectives. Okay, and also identifying an organization external opportunities, that is analyzing the external environment, we can understand the opportunities and threats, and analyzing the internal environment, we can understand the strength as well as weakness, and establishing long-term objectives, generating alternative strategies, and choosing particular strategies to pursue. All this happens with the formulation of strategy. Okay, so formulation ends with a series of goals or objectives and measures for the organization to pursue. So this is all about strategy formulation. So you need to keep in mind the second point that is very important in this section. Okay, so next we'll move on to SWOT analysis. Now, what is SWOT analysis? SWOT analysis is a strategic management tool that assists an enterprise in discerning the internal strengths and weaknesses and external opportunities and threats to determine its competitive position in the market. So by conducting a SWOT analysis, it helps an organization to understand what all are the strengths, what all are the weaknesses in an organization, what are the opportunities associated with an organization, what are the threats that is associated with an organization. So all these factors can be understood by conducting a SWOT analysis. Okay, so this is what the first point tells us. Now, the SWOT analysis helps in ascertaining the factors that influences the efficiency and effectiveness of any product, project, and business entity. Yes, so by conducting the SWOT analysis, it also help in understanding the efficiency and effectiveness of any product, project, or business entity. Okay, so this is explained as under. I will show in the next slide. It is explained as it is explained. So this is a picture of SWOT analysis. So the S stands for strength, W stands for weaknesses, O stands for opportunities, and T stands for threats. Okay, so all these together comprise SWOT analysis. Now let's understand each terms. Now, what is strength? The strength of a company are the core competencies in which the business has an edge over its competitors. Okay, so basically strength covers strong financial condition, a large customer base, a strong brand name or a unique product, latest technology or patents, influential advertising and promotion, cost advantage, quality in product and customer services. So all these together comprises strength. All these are the aspects of strength. So what is strength? The strength of a company are the core competencies in which the business has an edge over its competitors. Okay, now let's move on to the let's know what is weaknesses. So weaknesses can be described as the areas of limitation. Okay, so weakness is a limitation of the business that hinders the growth of the company, and even leads to a strategic disadvantage. So strength of a company is actually, it plays as an advantage to the organization, whereas weaknesses is considered as a limitation of the business, whereas it will provide hinders means difficulties, okay, difficulties for the growth of a company, and it is considered as a disadvantages to the organization, okay, where there is no such benefits with weaknesses. Every company or organization will look only to reduce their weakness in the organization and to make use of their strength. So weakness is considered as a limitation for the growth of the company. So these are the areas which improvement to perform company competitively. So let's move on to the areas, that is obsolete facilities and outdated technology. Okay, so using such outdated technology is a weakness of the company, and it will not help the company to grow further. The unit cost of product is higher than the competitors. No or less internal control, less quality in products and services offered, weak brand image, financial condition is not very sound. Okay, underutilization of plant capacity, lack of major skills or competencies and intellectual capital, all these are the areas which need improvement to perform competitively. Okay, so all this area needs to be improved. So once it is improved, only then the company or the organization can attain their long term objectives and can improve or increase the growth of the company. So this is all about weaknesses. That is, now we have dealt with S for strength and W for weakness. We have dealt with S and W. Next we will go to the terms O and T. Now, Now, what is O? O means opportunities. Okay, so opportunities can be understood as the condition. It is a favorable condition or it is beneficial to the organization. So every organization will look after their opportunities and they would grab the opportunities for their success. Okay, so we can say that opportunity is actually, it is a benefit and it is a favorable situation in an organization, in the business environment, that the business could exploit to gain an advantage. Okay, so in order to gain an advantage, every organization would grab the opportunities as and when they occur. Okay, so some of the opportunities, it means that these are looking for areas of development by utilizing the skills and technology to enter new market, adding new product to the existing product line to increase customer base. That is very important, because customers plays a very important role for any organ or for any business, because once the customers are satisfied, then we can assure growth and also profit is earned. Okay, so adding new product to the existing product line to increase customer base. Forward and backward integration. In the previous class I have given a brief idea about what is forward and backward integration is. Then acquiring rivals businesses, joint ventures, mergers, alliance to increase market coverage. All these are the opportunities, and all these have to be grabbed as and when they occurred for the success of an organization. So this is all about opportunities. Now let's move on to the last word, that is threat. Okay, now threat is just the opposite of opportunity, and we can say that opportunity and threat is external to an organization, whereas strength and weaknesses is internal to an organization. I hope you all know about that. Now let's move on to what is threat. So threat implies an adverse condition which can lead the business enterprise to losses and can also harm the overall position and reputation of the enterprise. So by this itself we can understand that threat is just it brings harmful to an organization. It is a disadvantage to the organization. They are not providing any benefits to an organization. Instead they are affecting the reputation and also the position. Everything is getting affected through threats. Okay, so threat implies an adverse condition which is an adverse condition which can lead the business enterprise to losses. Okay, so some of them are a downtrend in market growth, a new entrant to the market, substitute product that can decrease sales, increasing the bargaining power of customers and suppliers, new regulatory requirements, changes in demographic environment that will decrease demand for firms products. So all these are like a threats in an organization where it act as an adverse condition that led the business enterprise to losses, and it also harm the organization's overall positions, and the reputation of the enterprise is also affected. Okay, so this is all about SWOT analysis. So why we are conducting SWOT analysis is majorly we are conducting SWOT analysis in order to understand the internal as well as external environment. That is, internal environment are strengths and weaknesses, whereas external environment are opportunities and threats. So once we understood all these, it's very important for an organization to take a strategic decision accordingly, which will help the organization to attain their long-term objectives and to earn more profit. So this is all about today's topic. So I hope you are clear with today's topic, and if you have any doubts regarding this topic, please don't feel any hesitation to comment in the below section. Thank you.